We focus on technology development. That is the difference how we differentiate ourselves from an incubator. We don't exactly support the incubator activities, but we support startup incubation also indirectly. So our major focus is on technology development. You will be seeing many technologies which got started or initiated inside our technology innovation hub, and last 4 to 5 years we could come up with successful technologies. One technology already got commercialized, and underwater robotics by Professor Shantakumar. There are many other faculty members of IIT Palakkad has developed many technologies which you will be seeing shortly. Next vertical we focus on, so what we do is we are funded by NMS CPS, the same fund we will deploy various technology development activities. Another important vertical we have is entrepreneurship development as well as startups. So in startup and entrepreneurship development, we regularly launch calls. For example, if those who normally visit or follow IPTIF LinkedIn, you might have heard about a call Impact. So Impact is a flagship program of IPTIF. Through that calls, we attract a lot of startup applications, and from that, we have our technology business committees. Based on the committee evaluations, we will choose the top startups and we will start funding from 10 lakhs to 1 crore. We have funded many startups. So that is how our funding channel opens up. So entrepreneurship development, we also support a lot of programs by EDC programs, entrepreneurship development programs, management development programs for our own startups and entrepreneurs in-house. With their lot of supports, how we take them to a lot of expos which we are incorporated. So all these exhibitions, demo days, we used to give them platforms to showcase their product and technologies. That is how we support our startup and entrepreneurship. That is another important vertical. Skill development vertical, I wanted to reinstate here because you are the right targeted people to tap this particular vertical of IPTIF. We regularly conduct technology as well as other skill development programs and upskilling programs at IPTIF. Madhus will be the point of contact in case you require any such programs, not only for students, faculty and industry people. So those who are really interested to have some upgradation in overall skills, if you wanted to have your internships, we have from 1 day to 1 week and 3 months boot camps and programs we have. So you can choose it, we can also tailor-make it based on your requirements. So you reach out to us for any such requirement. Regularly we are conducting, specifically focusing on, we regularly conducting an entrepreneurship development program as well as our AML programs in which Power BI, all these new updated technologies will be taught to you. It will be a hands-on training. It is not just a theoretical knowledge sharing. It will be a real-time workshops. So you will be performing all the activities and you will have a hands-on experience throughout the entire program. You might have seen people were here when you came here. That it's an EV program. We have an exclusive EV facility in-house. So with that facilities support, all our training program also we conduct based on our facilities which we have, so that we can give you a hands-on training. So we have an in-house EV technical lab. In that lab, we used to train EV technician course. The course will be duration of 2-day program, 5-day program and 3 months program. Depends upon the requirements. So presently we are having a 5-day EV training technician course which is happening here. We'll be seeing them also on the ground floor, the EV lab. So these are some of the programs. We are also having a funded program by Ministry of Minority Affairs in drone engineering in association with Jet Aerospace. We are also planning to launch embedded systems as well as chip designing in the same line. This is exclusively for minority students, also economically weaker students. The fellowship, the entire fees is funded by Ministry of Minority Affairs. So it will be a free of cost. Apart from that, we are also conducting, we are funded with Munitions India Limited. So they fund us for their own employees. We have automated manufacturing system. It's a unique module created by IIT faculty members. So they conduct, it's a 3 months program, so they conduct regularly these kind of programs. Apart from that, on day-to-day basis, anything I missed, any specific areas? Okay. These are all some of the areas I just mentioned. Especially we are now planning to launch all our fabricated labs. See, I'll be coming to that last as our facility. IPTIF is very effectively established a detailed, full-fledged prototype development center that is called as Fab Lab. If you have an idea how to effectively project it in front of a funder, in front of an investor, if you have an idea, you wanted to have your own startup, having just an idea theoretically in your brain, you will not be able to pitch anywhere. So you need at least a working model prototype. So we have a Fab Lab which is having 3D printing, which is having laser cutter, all the other sophisticated electronics as well as mechanical CNC machines, which will help you out to prepare your model, prototype model, which you have as a conceptual clarity. So this can become a reality with the IPTIF support. It's a very lowest affordable cost because you cannot invest too much of money in your prototype. So at a very affordable cost, at a very fast space, you will be able to have your own prototype. So IPTIF is having that facility. With the same facility, we have now created small modules. For example, 2-day training program on 3D printing, laser cutting, and other CNC machines. So all these small modules are available. Those who wanted to have an insight on all these things, you can take up any of these programs. So that is a continuous training program, 2-day, 3-day, 5-day programs we regularly conduct. We have our own in-house engineers. So our own engineers who are expertise in their own area like robotics and drone technology, advanced AI and machine learning technologies. All these engineers have their own training modules that also we keep. So it basically based on your requirement. If you have a need, you let us know. We will create modules, IIT faculty and our engineers will be able to help you out with all these training programs. So that is our skill development program. The last thing, apart from collaboration, we mainly focus on IPTIF facilities. So as I said, presently we have a fully sophisticated Fab Lab facility. We have, as I said, we have an EV technician lab. We also have a battery testing facility. In the battery testing facility, now we are going for NABL accreditation. Regularly, we are conducting battery testing facility training program. So we regularly do the services of battery testing. For example, because of any problem in any one particular small cell of a battery pack, the entire battery's performance will be very poor. So in order to replace, instead of replacing the battery, you can just test it with all our equipments. To identify which cell is having the problem, you need to only replace that cell, the battery's performance can be improved. So it's just an example. I'm not a technical expert, just an example how we do our battery testing facilities. We also have, we are about to erect, all the machines have already come. We are about to start our solar energy lab. With that also we are proposed to have skill development programs. We also have MIG welding and arc welding facilities also available. So we are planning to have training programs as well as services in all those facilities. We have funded with IDBI with a good amount of money for incorporating a motor testing lab. So these are all lab facilities, testing facilities which we are having in-house. With that, we will be able to support both services as well as skill development programs. So that is about IPTIF's fourth vertical. So with this fourth vertical, we are mainly focusing on, as I said, cyber physical system blocks. Being a computer graduates, you might be knowing. This is our present facility. This is our battery testing lab. This is our Fab Lab. This is our office which you are seeing. This is the ground floor. We have the CNC machines. This is APJ Abdul Kalam block you have seen. This is our electronics lab. This is a motion capture lab. So in motion capture lab you will be seeing it. We have 12 cameras installed in house. With this 12 cameras can capture the 3-dimensional data of any moving object. If you wanted to test a drone, as a computer science graduate, you have prepared some algorithm for any specific movement or any performance of a drone. But when you physically move it, it is not performing as you have created the algorithm. Any mistake happened in your algorithm while you create that. How will you know that? So this motion capture lab will be able to help you out to identify so that you can modify and correct it. So all these are IPTIF facilities. We were initially, I don't know how many of you have noticed, we were initially on the highway just about Tekken where you have visited. Last 1.5 years we have moved inside IIT. So these are some of the Fab Lab equipments, not the full list, just a few, list very old PPT, so just a few equipments which we have. These are all our facilities. With that, we also have a chip design, chip molding machine. If you have the specific chips, you identify the specific location in a board. You have the board, you bought all the equipments also, all the small components also. How effectively you make that chip board which perform any particular function in any intelligent collaborator system. It can be a part of an intelligent collaboration system. So how effectively, manually it is very difficult to do that. Okay, so this machine will help you out. If you program everything inside that, this will program and that will do all the assembly of all this chip components. So that is very effectively you can do that. So these are all some of the machines which we have. As I said, this is our battery system. Here you can test one battery pack. There are also this will help you out to test each cell. This will help you out to test the bigger batteries. So that is our battery testing lab. This is the motion capture lab. It also can be used for making any animated film. If you are showing some body movements, that will capture, the computer will capture all your body movements, and that can be animated with any other articulated form. Like that you can also make some animated films. So the applications are huge for this motion capture lab. Even we have not explored it to the fullest extent. This is where you are sitting right now. This is our 20-seater skill development lab. We regularly conduct skill development programs here. We are also planning to have, it's upcoming, the EMC facility is also going to come in. So we have various softwares in-house. ANSYS, all are commercialized versions we have purchased. So if you wanted to perform any of the tests, as part of your project, if you wanted to use any of these softwares, you can approach us. At a very nominal minimum fees you will be able to utilize. So design and fabrication, as I said, our Fab Lab facilities will help you out. If you have any unique idea, you can easily make it as a prototype, as well as your idea can become a reality in a very short while. These are some of the technologies which we developed. This is a low endurance glider. This is another defective identifying mechanism with a camera. Any defective item in your conveyor can be detected. These are all in-house technologies developed by IIT faculties. So these figures slightly outdated. These are some of the technologies, as I said. This underwater robot vehicle, it has already been commercialized with Oceanic. They bought that technology as such. We have 70 plus startups. They have their own unique innovative products which were successful. You can download from IPTIF website and IPTIF IPTIF LinkedIn and IPTIF website. You can download IPTIF Renewable, which discloses or which is having a brief description about all the technology which we have developed in-house with our startup, as well as our entrepreneurship, as well as our technology development projects. So those who are in line with the similar technology, you can approach and contact them. That is how you extend a collaboration with IPTIF. So these are some of the programs we regularly conduct. We have Ideathon competitions. We have Entrepreneur in Residence. How many of you are in final years? Okay, out of you, anybody wanted to be an entrepreneur in the near future? Only one. All others wanted to go for employment. Okay. What is stopping you from not choosing an entrepreneurial journey in the beginning? In the beginning? Those who did not raise your hands, I am asking a question to you. What stopped you from not pursuing an entrepreneurial journey? You have a vision inside your heart. I know that. Yes or no? That is why you are here. Otherwise, you will not come. You will not have come here. There is an inner wish inside all of you to become an entrepreneur. At least that's in any stage in your life, but not now. What is stopping you? Funding. Government is having huge fund. We have flooded with funds.
I
your major problem is immediately the next day you don't have a regular income for your own survival. Yes or no? You need some more time to make it into a full-fledged business and make it commercialized, scale it up, then become a break-even. It will take minimum 3 to 4 years. Then only you will be able to make profits. Yes. So when you go for employment next month, you will get a salary. Your survival is assured. This is the reason. No, we have a unique program because government knows this. So we have a unique program in order to encourage new young entrepreneurs. This EIR program, what we do is we call for applications. If you really have an aspiration to become an entrepreneur, you have a very good, excellent idea which is possible to scale it up and make it a full-fledged business means. We will onboard you as an EIR of IPTIF. When you are onboarded as an EIR of IPTIF means you can use all the facilities of IPTIF. Number one, you can establish your enterprise wherever you are. You need not come here. You can sit at home. That is why it is called as entrepreneur in residence. Now sit at home. You can do your entrepreneurship job. Every month you will be getting an amount of 30,000 rupees as a fellowship. You need not repay anything. It's a fellowship given to entrepreneurs. For 1 year, you will be supported with this fund. So that fund you can utilize for your livelihood. You can come up with your enterprise. Within a year, we will also give you all the platforms of IPTF to showcase your technology, your product. We will connect with you with various investors. We will take you through our complimentary program called Entrepreneurship Development Course. We will also help you out to know various managerial aspects because most of you might be techie people. So we will also help you with managerial concepts. So that is one unique program. We have specific funded programs for tribal community. Government has specifically allocated fund for tribal community. With that, we have created URA. We have onboarded 15 students in-house residential course for 6 months into product development. So they were trained with that and they were placed also. So we have programs like that. As I said, Impact, we have totally launched 3 calls. We have onboarded 70 plus startups through Impact, having around some 8 to 9 crore funding totally. So that is how we go. Initially we had an Urja Grand Challenge. So these are some of the flagship programs of IPTF. These are all Impact onboarded startups. Impact 1 onboarded startups. Impact 2 startups. Impact 3 already onboarded. There are many spin-offs and areas which we regularly conduct. We also take through a lot of entrepreneur support programs. There are many Tech Connect and other Industry Connect programs which we regularly do so that we can have an industry collaboration. So 15 projects and 20 students were supported through this URA program last year. We are planning to launch URA 2.0 immediately. So that is about, I am skipping this. So that is about IPTIF. Any questions you have, you can just, if you have any questions.